Hello everyone. Microsoft Copilot is an AI assistant designed to assist with tasks like writing emails, blogs, analyzing data, creating images, and more. For comprehensive overview of its capabilities, check out my videos on Copilot on my channel. As you are aware that Microsoft Copilot is a generative AI tool. You may be interested in technologies behind the scenes. Let's deep dive into those AI concepts. So we'll talk about technologies behind the Copilot. We'll talk about AI, ML, deep learning, comparison, generative AI, AI versus generative AI, foundation models, LLM, GPT, how LLM, GPT, foundation model, and Gen AI are related to each other, and how Microsoft Copilot fit with them, and how Microsoft and OpenAI are related to each other. Let's start with AI. AI refers to simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think and learn like humans. The systems can perform many tasks like recognizing speech, making decisions, and translating languages. Examples like Siri, Alexa, Netflix, and Amazon recommendation systems. What is machine learning? It is a subset of AI that involve use of algorithms and statistical models to enable computers to improve their performance on tasks through experience. How? Instead of being programmed, ML learn from data. For example, spam filters in email services. Also, let's take an example. You show thousands of pictures of cats and non-cats. Machine learning model over time learns to identify cats. What is deep learning? It is a subset of ML. Like ML is subset of AI, DL is subset of ML that uses neural network with many layers to analyze various factors of data like our brain. Examples are Google DeepMind. Think of DL as teaching computer to understand spoken language. It listens to many hours of speech and learn to recognize words and sentences, even with different accents and tones. So how AI, ML, and DL fit together? It is the broadest concept, including machine learning and deep learning. Machine learning is a subset of AI, and DL is a further subset of ML. These days, everybody talking about generative AI. When we talk about ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, or Google Gemini, all these are generative AI tools. So let's talk about what is generative AI. Gen AI is a subset of AI that can generate new content like text, images, music, and much more based on vast data on which they are trained. Please notice carefully OpenAI's GPT-4 and DALI both are generative AI models. So how AI different from generative AI? When we talk about AI, it includes all forms of AI, including systems that perform tasks like classifications, predictions, and decision making. Whereas generative AI is focused on creating new contents. Concept of AI came back in 1950s, but generative AI is booming from last 2 years. So when we talk about generative AI, understanding foundation model is very important. What is foundation model? A foundation model is a large scale model trained on vast amount of data that can be fine tuned for various downstream tasks that we'll talk later on. This model serves as base upon which more specific model can be built. GPT-4 and BERT are examples of foundation models. As I mentioned, it serves as base model on which we can make more specific models. So think of foundation model as Swiss Army knife. What is LLM? This is the core of generative AI. An LLM is a type of foundation model designed to understand and generate human language. These models are trained on large amount of data and can perform many language related tasks. GPT-4 is an example of LLM. Palm from Google and Llama from Meta are also examples of LLM. As we talk about GPT-4 in our previous slide, so what is GPT? GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. GPT is type of LLM developed by OpenAI. Now we have GPT-4, we have GPT-4 Turbo, we have GPT-3. So all are different versions of GPT. It uses transformer architecture and is pre-trained on large amount of data. So it can generate content and images for us. As we talk about foundation model, LLM, GPT, and generative AI, so how these are related to each other? Foundation model serve as base for various AI applications. LLM is a type of foundation model focused on language tasks. GPT is specific implementation of LLM. Generative AI use model like GPT-4 to create new content. Microsoft Copilot, OpenAI ChatGPT, and Google Gemini are all generative AI tools. So we talked about internals of AI systems which are behind the scene for Copilot. So how this all related to Microsoft Copilot? Microsoft Copilot is an AI power assistant integrated into Microsoft 365 and many other applications to help you perform tasks like writing, summarizing, data analysis, and much more. It leverages technology like LLM and generative AI to provide intelligent suggestions and automate repetitive tasks to enhance productivity and efficiency in various business domains. Very important point, how OpenAI and Microsoft relate to each other. OpenAI provides foundation models, while Microsoft Azure OpenAI services enable their integration and deployment within Microsoft ecosystem, including Copilot. OpenAI collaborated with Microsoft to train GPT-4. The model was trained using Microsoft Azure AI supercomputers, which provide the necessary infrastructure and computational power. So it is win-win for both Microsoft and OpenAI. So we talked about AI, ML, DL, comparison of them, generative AI, comparison of AI with generative AI, foundation model, LLM, GPT, relationship of all Microsoft Copilot, and relationship with OpenAI. Copilot available in many products. If you want to learn about Copilot in these products, please refer to my channel to learn more about Copilots. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I will be happy to solve your queries further. Please mention in comment box or refer my website, which I have given in description. Please subscribe to my channel to see such demonstrations. Thank you.